Alright, well, here it is opened up. Got the camera with a little wrist strap thing to control the recording, to pause and stop the recording, I guess. It's got a ton of attachments here. A lot of them I have no idea what they are. Although here's a couple batteries, and it looks like a little battery charging dock. Kind of interesting. So we'll have to check that out. Here's a couple manuals. Looks like you can get some free stuff here. I'll have to look and see how that works. Anyhow, yeah, that's what's in the box. Alright, so what I thought I would do is, I'm not a professional photographer. I don't know a whole lot about cameras and all these settings. Whenever I want to use a camera, whether it's on my phone or something like this little Bravo camera, I've always got to, do some sort of online search to find out what a lot of these various settings and such mean. So I thought for this video, I just, when I went out looking for for one of these little cameras, I wanted to, I figured I'd do the video in a way that how I would like to see a video like that done. And so I'm just going to kind of show you from my perspective what it is that I would want to know about this camera. As far as the detailed specs about this camera, there's other videos out there you can look at. You can look up the spec sheet online. Basically, I'm just going to kind of show you what came with the camera. I'm going to show you a little bit of footage through video and pictures, and then I'm going to also use my, I'll show you a little bit of the menu. I'll basically just go through the menu with you and let you see how the menu works in the various settings. I think that's about as good as I can do for now. So anyhow, let's get started. Here's a manual that this comes with. It's actually a pretty good manual as far as what, how to operate the camera and such. So good manual. There's the box over there. Comes in this little unit here. It came housed inside of this, attached to this little clamp here, or mount. And so this is the mount, the waterproof mount. You can take the back off of this mount if you like, and put this back on, which basically you could attach to a strap or something, I don't know. Comes with some sticky stuff here, and a wipe, and some sort of metal strap thing. You've got some straps here, Velcro straps. There's about 4 of them in there. I'm not sure exactly what to do with them, but they're there. You've got your USB cable here. This attaches over here, obviously. Who doesn't have enough of those? But there's the little battery charger. Comes with 2 batteries. So there's all the papers that the mounts came in. There's this mount here that you can put it in, and you could attach it to the top of a... And by the way, I am right now doing this part of the video is actually being shot with the little action camera. So that's why you're not seeing it at this moment. We'll look at that later. So this is a little deal. You can stick the action camera in, and then you could attach it to the top of a tripod or something if you wanted, rather than putting it into the case here. I put it in here, and it's kind of fits wonky. It doesn't fit nice and snug. It seems like these edges or something, it's just kind of grabbing something. I don't know. I'm going to look into that a little bit more. But that's what I've been kind of noticing. Anyhow, I'm going to mess around with that. Then there's just these various mounts here. You can see one to put on the pole. I'm assuming that, you're going to attach all of these basically to the housing in some way or another and use them, if that makes sense. So it's going to attach like that. Same thing here. There's these 2 mounts here with the sticky stuff. You could stick them to something. It doesn't come with a head mount, a head strap, or a chest strap. I ordered another kit online that has that stuff. It hasn't arrived yet, though, so I can't speak to that. I'm going to be heading down to St. George for the weekend, and I will do a little bit of filming with this. So, anyhow, that's what comes with this. Let's go ahead and take a look at the camera itself. Alright, so now I'm back to using my camera, my phone. I'm actually shooting this on my old OnePlus One. Believe it or not, that thing still works well. Let me just snug this tripod up a little bit. Okay, so on the camera, let's kind of show it to you. Hopefully it doesn't get blurry. Move some of this stuff out of the way. You got the front of the camera. This is how you power it on and off. This also will cycle you through 4 different menus. So it's gonna, which I'll get to that in a second. There's the lens. There's a little LCD thing that just shows you the, I don't know how much time it's been recording or something. There's your OK button to when you're selecting through the menu. It also is your shutter button, or little clicker deal. You've got an up and down to cycle through your menus right there. That's like a little tiny speaker. I mean, it's like, I can't even see, I haven't seen anywhere how to adjust the volume, but you can hear something happening in there. And here's the LCD screen back here. And then on this side, you got a micro SD. I'm using a class 10 64 gig micro SD right there. You've got an mini HDMI out. You could connect it directly to your TV. And a USB cable. I've actually connected this to my PC to transfer some videos and pictures over. And when you plug it into your PC, on the back of the LCD, it'll come up and say, give you a selection, an option to choose. I think it's charging and file transfer or something. And you just click file, you'll hit OK. You can cycle up and down here and then hit OK, and that'll put it in file transfer mode. And you can just transfer the stuff right over to your computer if you want to edit or do whatever with those pictures or videos. It has this silly Cam King app that you can download. That thing's got like a 1 point something rating on Google Play for the Android app, and I downloaded it and it was a piece of crap. It wouldn't even work for me. I couldn't even see the camera on my phone. So I've got another app. I haven't messed with that one just yet, but anyhow, I probably won't be using it. So to turn it on, you just hold it in for a moment, and it's coming up. There it is. It's booted up. So the 4 menu settings, it boots automatically into video mode. It's ready to take video. You can see it right there. So you've got your other little icons there telling you what's going on, your timer and such. If you look, I did have to go into the menu and set up the date and time. But so on the front, I'm going to be cycling through the menus by hitting the mode button. So if I hit the mode button once, it goes to camera mode. So now I'm ready to snap a picture. If I hit the mode button again on the front, this is where you can look, you can cycle through the different photos or videos. You can see right up there, 1 of 2. So I've got 2 pictures or 2 videos on there right now. If you hit the mode button for the 4th time, it takes you into the settings. So those are the 4 different options. When you click this, you get to cycle through video mode, picture mode, or camera mode, still picture, whatever. Your, I don't know what you'd call it, your view mode to view your pictures or video, and then your settings. So we've got the different settings. Right now, I have it set at 1080p 60 frames per second. This will do 4K at 24 frames per second, 2K at 30 frames per second and 1080p, whatever. So I just figure I'm going to just go with that. That's where I've left it. So if you look down here, this was confusing for me at first, but then I got the hang, it's really rather simple. There's 9 pages. This is page 1. There's 9 pages, so you can cycle through 9 pages of settings. And you just move through it with these keys here. So I'm going to cycle down. You can see how it just kind of cycles down here. Now we're going to go to page 2. You can see it's flipped to page 2. Hopefully you can see that on this camera phone. Sorry, I don't have a better camera to do my videos than this. So I'm hoping to use this to do a little bit of some of my YouTube videos for the funsies. So you can see, let's go back up. So back to page 1, you've got resolution, loop recording, gyroscope, WDR, I have no idea what that is, time-lapse record, motion detection, record audio, the date stamp, angle. If you go into the angle, this will, and you can select with this. This is the different, I guess, the views you can shoot at. I have it set at 170. I think it just defaults to that. So driving mode, haven't messed with that. Special effects, self timer. This self timer, well, I haven't messed with that. Sorry, it's on single. We'll just leave it there. Image size, burst, quality, sharpness. So we're on page 5 now. White balance, color, ISO, exposure value, anti-shaking, protect, Wi-Fi, date and time. This is where you are going to have to set your date and time up. The Wi-Fi, you turn the Wi-Fi on, and that's how the app is supposed to connect to this. Again, I haven't got that working right. Auto power off. Beep sound, I turned the beep sound off. I think that's beeps when you move it around. Voice prompt, haven't used that. We're on page 7. Car, AC, C, something to do with the charging, I don't know. Format, this is where you'll need to format your SD card when you put it in. We're on page 9. This is the last page. There you could set it back to the default settings and then your version. So that's really it, and just to get back out of the setup again, you just push the mode button, and you can see the LCD screen there. So it tells me right now, it looks like there's 2, so that must be telling me there's 2 photos or videos on there. There's a little battery indicator of how long, I can't tell you how long video lasts or anything. I haven't taken any video for, to test the battery. There is a setting in here that I did change, loop recording. Right here, I have this set to off. If you set it to 3 minutes, 5 minutes, or 10 minutes, from my understanding what it does, it'll record for that time. So this video right now, I'm at 8 minutes on the, just doing the video with my phone here, and if it was set to 3 or 5, it would stop recording, save that recording, and then continue recording. And that just kind of sounded weird to me. I want just one big, long, continuous recording while I'm doing this. So I turned that off. So, but yeah, so that's it. So again, you can cycle through the menus. Recording menu, video camera menu. There's just point and click setting. There's look around and view our pictures and videos, and then our resolution, and then you could watch a video. Let's get back over to here. I'll just fire this video up so you can see the video playing. If you wanted to speed it up, you can speed it up with this here. It was a short one. I think I made a mistake, and I thought I don't know what I did there. All right, so that's it. That, and then to turn it off, you just hold it in for a couple seconds, and it turns off. All right. So that hopefully made sense. And like I say, I'm going to go down to St. George and do some video. I'm not sure I'll include that or not, but you know what? Let's go ahead right now and I'll fire this camera back up. So we'll switch back over to the Akaso, however you say that. And let's take some video, see what it looks like. All right, so we're back now. We're on the Akaso Brave 4 camera. Where I was shooting this is in my dining room. Here's my table of stuff. We've got the one light on. You can see the light in the room. We've got the big bay window over there and then this door behind me. I'm going to walk downstairs and outside. The messy kitchen. Come back around here. And then this way you can kind of get a feel for the type of, video it takes based on this lighting. Come down here. I think we'll just walk outside out front. Got the sun. Right now we're taking this video directly into the sun. What I've noticed when I take my video, the screen on the back, the little LCD, it stays on for about a minute and then it clicks off, probably to save on battery if you're doing some recording, so you can see video. All right, but it'll shut off for about a minute. If you're doing like I'm doing, watching through the view screen, you can just click the button once on the top, the OK button, and it wakes the screen back up. Now obviously this is an action camera. I'm not being very active right now. Well, let's go up and down the stairs like this. Check it out. It's got anti-shake. It's doing pretty good. How's this for action? Yeah. All right, let's walk back over here. We're in my shop right now. Let's go see the dog. Get a picture of my dog, some video. Go run around. Come on, old girl. There she goes. All right. Okay, well that's a little bit of video for you. I'm going to take some still shots now with the camera. Video right now. Say hi, Fenwick. Say hello there, Ricka.